no matter how much technique you have, learning how to improvise in a jazz setting is kind of a hard thing to do. And in some ways, the more technique you have, the harder it can be because it's just like so overwhelming, right? I started out in high school playing classical music, and when I went to college, I fell in love with jazz and decided I wanted to go to Berklee College of Music. And most of my peers had been playing jazz their whole life, so I was like way behind them in terms of playing jazz. There was a lot of things I could do on the horn, but I didn't really know how to even start playing jazz. And the longer I've done this, the more I've heard a lot of my friends who are in the classical world say, I would love to learn how to improvise, but I just have no clue how. And, you know, a lot of people think that there's like some sort of like natural ability, but it really is a learned thing. So I'm going to start from the very, very, very basics. And I just want to give you a few exercises that you can incorporate into your everyday practice routine that are going to help you with the jazz thing, but also just be good for you, your musicianship and your chops and all that thing, all the things, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play along with a Jamey Aebersold backing track. This is from volume 85, his dominant workout, and I'm going to do this in the key of F, dominant, F7, right? So that's just your F major scale, but with a flat seventh, right? So instead of the E natural, it's an E flat. I always think of my scales in terms of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in this case, flat 7, 1. It really helps because it makes things so much easier when you switch keys, right? You can just be like, play 1, 3, 5, and that's, you know, the home base, right? So for F, that would be F, A, C. If you would say, oh, I'm in the key of B flat, 1, 3, 5, B flat, D, F, right? So I think that that's a really important thing theory-wise. I don't want to get too far into theory yet because that becomes overwhelming in itself. So we're just going to play this F dominant scale and whole notes. And you could also do this with I real B, but I really like it with the Aebersold because it's actual humans playing and they have a swing feel. I real B does not have a swing feel. So use it at your own risk. It can kind of make you feel and sound stiff, but if you're just getting your feet wet, it is what it is. Maybe turn off the drums and just use the piano and bass. I think that swings a little bit harder. But we're just going to play this on whole notes, and I'm going to do a couple other things and leave space for you to also do those things after I do them. But now we'll just take the count off. You can play the F scale with me, and we'll get into it a little further.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Creating this, you know, muscle memory to sonic memory and really sitting and feeling how each note feels within the context of the chord, right? Next thing we're going to do, you could do this in half notes, but we're just going to skip the quarter notes, right? 1, 2, 3. Next thing we're going to do is the same thing, but we're going to start the first note as an eighth note, so we create syncopation, right? Very important thing in this music, right? Start to feel that swing feel. Next thing we're going to do is just play the scale in thirds, right? could swing a little bit more. 1. And work on just trying to phrase them in a swing way, right? So we want to kind of accent the upbeats, start on different parts of the phrase, right? Like maybe you start on the end of 2 or start on the end of 3 or on beat 4 or just things like that. Just practicing doing something deliberate. Simple phrases like that. It might not sound like the hippest thing ever when you're getting started, but it's just getting that control of your faculties, right? And this will get easier and easier the more that you just spend time playing simple things and really thinking about how these notes sound within the context of the chord. That way, if someone ever says, "Hey you, F blues," you may actually not even know what you're doing, but you have some sort of muscle memory back in there somewhere. And it's also just a fun way to work on your intonation and rhythm and all that. So I'll do a couple more of these and, let me know what you think. Please leave me some feedback and let me know what you need help with.